Members of the National Council of Jewish Women Australia, distinguished guests and friends, it is an honour to be invited to speak with you, and my apologies for being unable to attend in person. As an Aboriginal woman who has suffered from discrimination throughout my life, I remain nevertheless deeply committed to justice, equality and the harmony that binds diverse communities in Australia together. Today I want to speak from my heart about an issue that grieves and concerns me deeply: the rising tide of anti-Semitic attacks on Jewish people, homes, synagogues, schools, shops and places of work in Australia. And not to forget cyber hatred. Such acts of hatred have no place in our country. I also want to make it unequivocally clear that the use of the Aboriginal flag as a symbol for anti-Semitism is not only offensive, but utterly contrary to what it represents. The Aboriginal flag is a beacon of resilience, unity, and the fight for justice. It must never be twisted into a tool for hatred. Please do not believe that the use of our flag by extremists in any way represents the majority Aboriginal view. In reality, most Aboriginal people share my view. We too feel the pain and anguish for the people of Palestine, Lebanon and other regions caught in conflict. Our empathy for those suffering should never lead to the vilification of Jewish communities here, in Australia or anywhere. Aboriginal people know what it means to be misunderstood, marginalised and persecuted. And it is precisely because of that shared history of struggle that we must unite in opposing all forms of bigotry, including anti-Semitism, Islamophobia and racism. I wish to express my profound gratitude to the Jewish community for your steadfast support of Aboriginal causes. Your efforts, particularly during the civil rights movement, helped lay the foundations for many of our successes today, from native title rights to our ongoing journey toward a voice to Parliament. The solidarity you have shown us has been invaluable, and it is my duty and my honour to stand with you now. Hatred and division threaten the fabric of our society, but we have the power to resist them. In Australia, we pride ourselves on values of tolerance, respect, and the statutory protections that ensure no one faces discrimination. Acts of anti-Semitism, Islamophobia and racism strike at the core of these principles. They must be criminalised and penalised to preserve our social cohesion and our shared humanity. This is not just a matter of laws, but of education and awareness. Ignorance breeds hatred, and we must commit to teaching all Australians about the dangers of anti-Semitism and other prejudices. The Australian Human Rights Commission released its new framework on racism today, and it provides an excellent starting point, offering sound principles and recommendations to guide us forward. Internationally, the conflicts that weigh heavily on all our hearts demand solutions rooted in diplomacy. We are witnessing tragedy on all sides, innocent lives lost, communities shattered. Peace will not come easily, but it will not come at all unless we demand it with one voice. Australia must not become a stage for foreign hostilities. Instead, let us be a beacon of peace, setting an example of how diverse communities can coexist and thrive together. I call on other Australians to reject hatred in all its forms. I hope that we will stand together, not as divided groups, but as one people, united by our shared commitment to justice, equality and peace. To my Jewish friends and to all who have faced the sting of prejudice, know that I stand with you.